The tragedy of Grenfell Tower fire should never have happened. It happened due to ignorance and government austerity. The government and local councils were warned on numerous occasions about the danger in their choice of cladding that they would be using on the exterior of Grenfell by both residents and contractors. The main reason that the tragedy of Grenfell Tower fire happened was due to the tower being refurbished with new cladding. This was to make the tower look more aesthetically pleasing to the surrounding area. With the old design of Grenfell Tower without the cladding installed, it allowed compartmentalisation of fires, which would mean if one started in one of the flats, it would have not spread. The new cladding system that was used on Grenfell was known as Reynobond PE55. Reynobond PE55 composes of an aluminium composite material which is highly combustible compared to the other cladding options which were given. The Reynobond contains polyethylene, which is ferociously combustible and is the primary cause of the fire spreading so rapidly. The government chose this cladding over the other options because they wanted to keep costs low. By choosing Reynobond PE55, the government saved £293,000. This cheaper version of the cladding creates cavities within the system which can cause a chimney effect if a fire starts, which draws flames up the cavity if there are no fire barriers. Again, the council were warned about this. As stated, if a fire were to eject from the windows, the cladding system would fail, and this would therefore expose the cavity and allow the fire to spread up the building. If this happens, the flames can grow up to 10 times their length as they seek oxygen, which is why the fire grew so fast and all the way to the top of the building. Grenfell was not the only tower to be installed with Reynobond PE55. Still to this day, there are people living within these unsafe tower blocks. There are said to be 735 buildings still with the same cladding system remaining. Over 104,000 homes have been affected. People are scared and therefore have waking watches to ensure that if a fire breaks out, they can be evacuated from the building. These waking watches are estimated to come to a total of £5.31 million a month. Only 1.55% of these buildings are eligible for full BSF funding. Unfortunately, this means that people will continue to be living within these unsafe environments for a very long time. This is due to action not being taken and due to the funding not being available to change this cladding, and most people would not be able to afford to pay this themselves.